Hey guys, it's Ankit Kumar. Welcome to Tech Talks. The big moment is finally here. We have set up Dart completely and it's time to write very first Dart code. In this video, we will look into basic program of Dart. Then we will look into programming components of Dart. And finally, we will see some of the very important facts and concepts of Dart programming. So let's start without wasting time. I have opened VS Code. We have set up and installed all the dependencies, plugins and other requirements for Dart programming in VS Code. If you haven't watched that video, please find the link from the eye icon on the right top. I'm assuming that you already know how to program in another language. So let's start with creating new Dart file called hello.dart. So create file called hello.dart and let's start writing our very first Dart program. As we know, Dart is object-oriented language, so its top level function is main. So we will create void main and we will print hello world from Tech Talks. Generally, hello world is the very first program of all the languages on the planet. So we have written hello world from Tech Talks. Let's see how to run this file. For running this file, you have to type dart, then file name hello.dart and press enter. You can see it has printed hello world from Tech Talks. Let's write more code. I am printing one more line which is description of my channel. To run this file again, you have to run same command dart filename.dart. So now you can see it has printed hello world from Tech Talks, and Tech Talks is an ambitious YouTube channel to explore and share how technology is changing life for massive mainstream software engineers. I'm clearing my console. Let's define a function. For defining function, we have to write return type, print subscribers count, and that subscribers count will be passed from somewhere else. Tech Talks subscribers count is dollar count. So we have to pass this count from here. When we pass count from argument, you can see this line has removed all the warnings and errors. Let's call this function here print subscriber count. To pass count, we have to define a variable called count. So define a var count is equal to 1001. To run this program, you have to type again dart, then file name .dart and press enter. So you can see it has printed Tech Talks subscriber count is 1001. Please subscribe my channel Tech Talks. It will keep me motivated to create new content on technical tutorials. Let's now look into what all components have been used in this program, and same is applied to almost all Dart apps. This is where app starts executing. This line is printing on console. Same goes with this. This line declare and initialize a variable. This is calling a function. This is defining a function. This is actually expression or variable. This part is string interpolation. These are the components which are being used in this program. Other than this, there is void. Void is a special type that indicates a value that is never used. Functions like print subscriber count and main that don't explicitly return a value have the void return type. Int here is another type indicating that count is an integer. 1001 is a number literal. Where is a way to declare a variable without specifying its type. Main is the special function required on top level of the function where app execution starts. App always starts with the main function. Any string started with double quotes and ending with double quotes or single quote is a string literal. Print function is handy way to print anything on the console. You can build upon on this function to understand more about Dart programming. Let's now jump to some of the most important concepts and facts of Dart. Everything you can place in a variable is an object, and every object is an instance of class. Even numbers, functions, null are objects. All objects inherit from the object class. If you want to understand more about object, please refer to the object class on Dart documentation. Although Dart is a strongly typed language, still type annotations are optional in Dart because Dart can infer types automatically. In our example, where we defined variable count, it is already inferred to be type of int. When you want to explicitly say that no type is expected, you can mention special type dynamic. Dart supports generic types. For example, if you want to define list of integer, you have to write list of int, which is list of integer, or else you can define list of dynamic, a list of any objects. It can contain any object in the list. Dart supports top level functions such as main function, or else you can create static methods or instance methods. Static methods are tied to a class and instance methods are tied to objects. You can also create functions within functions, which are called nested functions or local functions. Similarly, Dart supports top level variables, as well as variables tied to a class or an object. Variables tied to a class are called static variables and tied to objects are called instance variables. Instance variables are sometimes known as field or properties as well. Unlike Java and Kotlin, Dart doesn't have keywords such as public, protected, and private. If an identifier starts with underscore, it's private to its library. Identifiers can also start with a letter or underscore, followed by combination of characters and digits. Dart has both expressions and statement. Expressions has runtime values and statement doesn't have runtime values. For example, there is a ternary condition which results in expression 1 if true, else expression 2 has a value of expression 1 or expression 2 on the runtime. Whereas if else statement has no value. A statement often contains one or more expressions, but an expression can't directly contain a statement. Dart tool can report two kinds of problems, warning and errors. Warnings are just indications that your code might not work, but they don't prevent your program from executing. Errors can be either compile time or runtime. A compile time error prevents the code from executing at all. Runtime error results in an exception being raised while the code executes. If you are following complete guide on Flutter development, stay tuned for next videos. In next videos, we will start looking into introduction to Flutter widgets and how to build UI in Flutter. That's all for this video. If you like this video, please press thumbs up, share with your friends. If you have any question, suggestion or feedback, please write below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to get notified about more interesting technical videos from the Tech Talks. Thank you.